Welcome back to Android Authority's Q&A. My name's Jace, and this is where we answer your most pressing Android questions. This week we cover things like, what are the most sexy, exciting new phones to come out in 2014? And of course, why are even some Nexus devices being delayed with their KitKat updates? I thought we'd just go to the source and ask Google. Okay, Google, what is going on with Nexus devices and their KitKat updates? Google, you still in there?
Yes.
What's going on?
We prefer Josh.
We prefer Josh. So right off the top, let's talk about KitKat updates, specifically Nexus updates. I know that many of you liked the video we did about why Android updates take so long, but many of you said that still doesn't explain why Nexus devices are still receiving a delayed update. So there's two things. One is that they often come in geographical stages. So just because you live in Poland, for example, and you've heard people in Canada receiving updates, that doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to receive updates right away. There's providers and networks to deal with, and therefore they come in geographic stages. Keep that in mind and be patient. But the second thing is that, and this is a rumor, it's an unverified rumor from, not from Google directly, but we heard from a developer, an Android developer named Al Sutton, that there was potentially a critical bug release that had to do with encryption and could have left encrypted devices unencryptable if the user entered the wrong password after an update. And he argued that it appears that Google wanted to fix this serious problem before rolling out the KitKat update, specifically with the Nexus 4, hence the unusual delay. So I think that has something to do with it. Next question came in was, why is it that manufacturers just don't all use stock Android? Good question. It really comes down to one simple question. Why should I buy one device over another? Why should I buy a Samsung S5 that's coming out over, the HTC M8? These OEMs want to add value to the user experience, add value to the device to distinguish themselves from their competitors. Now, some might say, well, you can distinguish yourself by just having vanilla Android. It doesn't really work that way. That might be true from an Android enthusiast perspective, but from the manufacturer's perspective, they want to add value to that device to distinguish themselves among all the rest. What are some of the best Android phones coming out in 2014? Well, there's a lot, but I wanted to talk about two today, and one is the successor to the HTC One, codenamed now the HTC M8. It's a rumor right now, no official confirmation, that it will pack a 5 or 5.2-inch screen and RAM of 3 gigs. The phone reportedly boasts a 2K resolution of 2048 x 1080, and a Qualcomm Snapdragon 2.2 800 processor apparently powers the handset. And of course, many people are looking forward to the Samsung S5. It is believed that it will be a 5-inch flexible display, 2K HD Super AMOLED display, 2560 by 1440 resolution, and 587 PPI. It is expected to have a flexible chassis up to 30 degrees, 64-bit octa-core processor, at least 3 gigs of RAM, a 16-megapixel camera with 4K capture support, quad front facing speakers with S-Beats audio technology, a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. That is going to be fantastic. And of course, Android 4.4 KitKat with next gen TouchWiz on top. Next question came from Bruno, where he asked about the best stylus, pressure sensitive styluses for Android devices. So Bruno, I did some research on this for you, and I found that great reviews about the Incipio and Griffin technology, but they aren't specifically pressure sensitive. The Griffin one got great reviews, said it was highly sensitive, but it didn't specify that it was pressure sensitive. It was a bit coy about it. But there's two articles I wanted you to check out. One from Android Authority that goes into the S Pen in detail. Of course, that is pressure sensitive. It means, of course, you have to buy a new tablet if you don't already have one. But the second one was about the Xperia Z Ultra, and this is compatible with any pen or pencil that can conduct electricity. You can use it then as a stylus. I thought that was really cool. So the last question comes from Alicia Yigley. Alicia said, how do I fix my cracked screen tablet? I'm sorry to pass on some bad news to you, Alicia, but we found that we bought this for $209 when it first came out, and to replace it after labor and parts, it would be about $150 before taxes. Ouch. So what I can recommend to you is the following. This is the case that I have for my Galaxy Note, and it's very, it's an Otter shell. For those of you who know the Otter stuff, you put the phone in the shell, and then this is encased in another case that goes into your belt loop. Very geeky. I don't use the belt loop anymore, but this shell has been fantastic. I've dropped my Note several times, even face down and on the corners, and it hasn't been a problem. There's nice reinforced corners right there. You can't really see that very well, but now here is the key. On this case, there is a bevel that comes around the side. It's very small, but it is enough that if it were to drop right on the screen side, flat down, the weight, most of the weight would be bared by the edge of the bevel, not the screen display itself. And I think that's the reason why I've dropped this numerous times and it hasn't cracked. So get a proper, you know, shelled case like that, and I think it will do really well for the next time. Good luck, Alicia. Thanks, Android Peeps, for watching. I just want to let you know that all the articles that are referred to here are in the show links below. I wanted to thank you.
Yes. Do not forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, Google. I guess you're not evil.
You are a fat Bruce Willis.
Hey, listen. Demi Moore never would have left me, okay?